Welcome back, everyone. Our next panel is on service menu strategy. In this panel, we will be discussing on how to have a healthy mix of hair, beauty, and skin related services in your salon menu. And for this panel, I would like to invite on stage Miss Annalouise Kenny, skin expert and educator, skin philosophy. She has been an industry expert with 20 plus years of experience in advanced skin and laser treatments. She is recognized as Hi, please. She recognized the lack of specialized training available for therapists and founded Skin Philosophy Training in 2011 to fill this gap. With her guidance, students receive top quality education and are well equipped to perform advanced treatments and provide exceptional services to their clients. Welcome, Annalouise. It's great to have you at SMC. My next speaker is Ms. Arpita Das, Managing Director, Bowness by Arpita. Arpita is an international educator and cosmetologist, salon consultant, and is at the helm of Bowness Beauty Academy. She has been instrumental in providing training to skin specialists who participate in competitions and has mentored hundreds of beauty and spa professionals. And my final panelist for today is Mr. Mukul Pawar, Director, Lookville Salons Private Limited, who has followed in on the footsteps of his mother, Mrs. Sunita Pawar, into the salon industry. He has been instrumental in leading the expansion of the premium salon chain and academy in Mumbai and around it. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's lovely to have you here. And it is very important that we discuss the menu strategy for each salon and spa. It is the starting point for any salon is what I believe. I request both of you to speak in Hindi as much as possible, and for Annalouise, I'll be the translator. So I would like to start with you, Annalouise. Is it better to have a mix of services on your salon menu, or should one go for something that is your forte or your niche?
So there's definitely a benefit to having multiple service. You have one client coming in. It costs you a lot of money and a lot of marketing to get that one client in. So if you can sell to them multiple treatments, it works out much better for you. But in the UK and London, everything is going niche down. So it means I'm going to get my nails done in a nail bar. I'm going to get my skin peels in a skin clinic. So if you are going to combine those treatments, you need to market it like individual businesses within one business rather than trying to like mix brand. Hair brand is a hair brand, a beauty brand is a beauty brand. So as long as you do it right, it's well worth it.
All right, that's an interesting perspective. So Anna Louise कह रही हैं कि यूके में ट्रेंड है नीश सर्विसेज का. कस्टमर्स चाहते हैं कि वो जिस सैलून में जाए वहाँ पर कुछ ना कुछ पर्टिकुलर स्पेसिफिक सर्विस ही लें. जैसे नेल्स कराना है तो नेल सैलून में जाए, या पील्स कराना है तो किसी स्किन सैलून में जाए. और ये इसलिए भी इम्पॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि एज अ सैलून आप मार्केटिंग में बहुत सारा एफर्ट डालते हो, बहुत इन्वेस्ट करते हो. तो जब वो कस्टमर आपके पास आता है तो आपके पास एक एरे ऑफ सर्विसेज होने चाहिए उसे देने के लिए. थैंक यू एनालुइस. कमिंग टू यू अर्पिता, यू हैव बीन हेल्पिंग सैलून्स bring together their services in a strategic and presentable manner. So what is your opinion?
Well, being a salon consultant also, I have designed so many menus for different kind of salon. So first thing I want to really say that your menu is very, it's depend on the target audience and also which part of India you are. So I have seen the menu, which is there in Punjab is very different the menu which is we are serving in Chennai, even for the price line and also your target audience. So I agree with her to an extent that we should have a separate niche menu for each services which is mastering in particular domain. फिर भी मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगी that if you creating a menu, right, most of the menus start with hair, in universally. सारे menu जो आप मैंने देखे, I've never seen a menu in any salon which starts with skin, right? So being a skin expert, I really want to see once that any menu start with the skin or a makeup or a nail instead of hair. but I'm trying my best to make as fancy a menu for skin as well. But one thing is very important, that if you write uh, too much information in the menu, like I've seen few menus where they write the name, a fancy name, a price, and there is a complete a long 100 words paragraph about that service. So I think let the manager or the technician talk about the service and explain that, because sometimes client do perceive a wrong information, reading that description.
Yeah.
And so it has to be more precise. And in terms of your nails, makeup, manicure, pedicure, waxing, people are just writing like 5 lines, and the moment you ask about at the reception, you get to know there are 40 more services related to nails and makeup, which is not there in the menu. So might as well make a separate menu for hair and separate menu for makeup or skin. I know it's going to be really a food menu, like you have the burgers and the pizzas in one, and the Mughlais are in one. But this is how it's very easy for the consumer, to read and reach the right service what they want to take it. So that's what I believe, that you should have a different menu and little bit of separate menu for hair and makeup and skin. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Arpita. Mukul, do you agree with her? या आपको लगता है कि ये सब बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा customer के लिए?
जितना you can consolidate to one menu, it is more better. So before saying that, the niche salon, there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages as well. So definitely, आपका marketing budget can be the smaller in terms of niche salon, क्योंकि आपका वहाँ पे target audience, what kind of target audience you want to cater. तो आपको उन्हीं client को target करना है. You are much easier in terms of आपके पास कुछ एक specific expertise है, तो आप उसी expertise को लेके आपको वही target clients को connect करना है. But at the same time, there are disadvantages, like you are not able to cater to a huge clientele. That's one point. अगर फ्यूचर में अगर वो कोई niche services का demand अगर कम होता है, then it will be completely affect to your entire business. So I prefer to have the all-in-one salon, जहाँ पे आपको larger audience मिलेगा to cater, and you have lot of versatile way to upsell and cross-sell the services. Yeah.
Okay. That's really an interesting perspective. अगर niche work करना बंद कर दे कुछ देर बाद तो क्या करेंगे? इसके लिए backup होना ज़रूरी है. Annalouise, coming to you, do you think how many services should ideally be there on a salon's menu?
I don't think you really have to look at your business, like the team you have, the space you have. But like, if I'm going in to get my hair done, if I can get my nails done at the same time, that's minimum what you should be doing, minimum. If I can also go in and get a facial or get a massage as well, that's extra bonus, because then I know I can get everything done in one place. But I think instead of saying the amount of services, look at every part of the body and go, okay, because we're treating people how they feel about themselves in their hair, their face, their body. So each of those areas is going, okay, can I do something for that someone? So this is a sanctuary for them to come and look at any part of their body, face, hair, and go, okay, I can treat that.
Okay, so that's a very good approach, to look at the different services that your body requires and then curate your menu. In terms of the aesthetics of the menu, what do you suggest? Should it be in like a book form, or would you prefer it being digital?
So obviously, book form is a bit old-fashioned.
Yeah.
People don't read. They don't have the attention span. Instagram has made them like move to the next thing, like quickly. What I found really works in the clinic in London, say for example, a skin treatment. Instead of listing the skin treatments, I say prescriptive skin treatment. So when you come in, we make it prescriptive for what your skin needs right now.
Okay.
And then they know it's designed from them. And then there's one service, one price, one time. And it makes it so much easier because they feel more special because it's prescribed, especially for their skin at that time, because skin changes too.
So it's customized service that you
Completely.
give.
Yeah.
So you don't have a ready-made menu.
No, like we'd have, so for example, I would have, say, skin needling as like a separate treatment, or hydrofacial as a separate treatment. But instead of doing that, I cut that all out. I said, prescriptive skin treatment, what you need on the day, you book out the hour, we do what you need on the day, and that's it.
Okay, that's really interesting. So let me quickly translate this for my audience. मैंने Annalouise से पूछा कि एक सर्विस मेन्यू जो है वो कितना बड़ा होना चाहिए, उसमें कितने सर्विसेज होने चाहिए, और उनका ओपिनियन है कि हमें कस्टमर के बॉडी रिक्वायरमेंट्स को देखकर मेन्यू क्यूरेट करना चाहिए. एक बॉडी के लिए कौन से सर्विसेज रेलेवेंट है, उस बेसिस पर हेयर, स्किन, नेल्स एट्सेट्रा के हिसाब से सर्विस मेन्यू होना चाहिए. एक प्रिंटेड मेन्यू इन अ बुक फॉर्मेट काफ़ी ओल्ड फैशन है अकॉर्डिंग टू हर, और वो खुद के सैलून में यूके में ये करती हैं कि एक प्रेस्क्रिप्टिव ट्रीटमेंट करके एक टाइटल रखा है, जिसके अंडर कस्टमर को हम वो एक कस्टमाइज्ड सर्विस प्रोवाइड करते हैं. तो अगर उनको स्किन ट्रीटमेंट करना है तो, और उन्होंने प्रेस्क्रिप्टिव ट्रीटमेंट का ऑप्शन चूज़ किया है, तो जब वो सैलून में आएंगे तभी उनकी स्किन देखकर डिसाइड किया जाएगा कि उन्हें कौन सी ट्रीटमेंट देनी चाहिए. सो ये बहुत ही अनोखा तरीका है मेन्यू बनाने का, और ऑब्वियसली वो इंस्टाग्राम पे ज़्यादा रिलाई करती हैं क्योंकि प्रिंट फॉर्म में आजकल कोई पढ़ता नहीं है, ऐसा उनका मानना है. थैंक यू Annalouise. मूविंग ऑन टू अर्पिता, क्या मेन्यू होना चाहिए, एज इन कितने ट्रीटमेंट्स होने चाहिए आपके हिसाब से?
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल डिजिटल मेनू होना चाहिए. You know, I think आजकल even in restaurant you know scan a barcode and you get the menu. I think in salon industry also, if we can implement that, that would be much more easier. First of all, definitely for in terms of the environmental, हम लोग पेपर सेव कर सकते हैं. एंड मेन्यू अगर डिजिटाइज हो तो जितना बड़ा मेन्यू इट डजेंट मैटर, बिकॉज वो आप सर्च इंजन के थ्रू देख सकते हो. सो I would suggest, agar if it's a full service salon, like I agree with Mukul in a way that if your expertise in a salon is hair, or if your expertise in a salon is makeup, so आप उस particular segment को multiple services की तरह broad कर सकते हो. But what if that service बंद हो जाए कल को या नहीं चलता, तो आपको backup में रखना चाहिए. But I think digital menu अगर हो तो it doesn't matter how big or small menu is. It's very easy to find out. And full service salon के लिए I think every particular area, चाहे वो nails, makeup, hair हो, you can have a variety. सबसे ज़्यादा variety hair में बनता है.
If you were to give a number, कितने services under hair या skin होने चाहिए? क्योंकि आप consultant जब करते हो तो ये discuss होता है salons के साथ.
हम लोगों ने एक नया term निकाल दिया onwards. तो अब हम लोग क्या करते हैं, 1000 and onwards लिख लेते हैं. Instead of first we were making in menu like shoulder length, mid length, long length. Right now we say it's 1000 and onwards. So I would suggest that for hair service, altogether from spa and color, you can add around to 15 to 20 services for hair. In skin also, you can have express, cleanup, facial treatment, again around 8 to 9 services. And then same goes for nails and hair, maybe a specific 4 to 5 services. Then in beauty, you have waxing and everything. So altogether 30 to 35, if I'm not, if it's not very in detail mid-segment में.
So for a full-fledged, full-service salon, 20 to
30 to 35,
okay.
yeah, 30 to 35 services आपके full service salon में definitely in the menu हो जाते हैं. And again, if you're, if you're targeting only on makeup or only on nails, तो उस segment में आप ज़्यादा डिटेलिंग दे सकते हैं.
Got it. Mukul, I would like you to answer the same question, but also give us insights कि as a chain salon, क्या आप uniformity maintain करते हैं across the salon menu?
Yes, काफ़ी हद तक, but ऐसा कोई फिक्स नंबर नहीं है कि यहाँ पे सलोन के मेनू में एक 10 सर्विसेज होने चाहिए या 100 सर्विसेज होने चाहिए. इट्स कम्प्लीटली डिपेंड कि आपका सलोन की साइज़ क्या है, आप कौन से मार्केट में सलोन आपका है, आपका क्लाइंटेल टारगेट ऑडियंस क्या है. अगर आपका टारगेट ऑडियंस, अगर आपका टीयर टू सिटीज़ में अगर आपका टारगेट ऑडियंस का रिक्वायरमेंट और डिमांड समथिंग डिफरेंट होगा, तो अगर आपने 100 सर्विसेज डाल दिए, उसमें कुछ होने नहीं वाला. सो यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड योर बिजनेस विजन, आपका बिजनेस गोल क्या है, उस हिसाब से आप आपके सर्विसेज को डिज़ाइन कर सकते हो. एंड आपकी स्टाफ की स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, उनके एक्सपर्टीज़ क्या है, उसको भी कंसिडर करना है. कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स आप यूज़ कर रहे हो, कौन से इक्विपमेंट्स मशीनरीज आप यूज़ कर रहे हो. तो ये सब पहले होमवर्क करना पड़ेगा, एंड देन यू कैन स्टार्ट एनालाइजिंग, और एक एक सर्विसेज आप डिज़ाइन कर सकते हो. एंड यस, अभी मेरे कुछ सलोन्स थोड़े टीयर टू सिटीज़ में भी है. सो देयर वी हैव द स्लाइट स्मॉल मेनू. We don't offer like 10 hair spas, 10 types of hair spas, because I know the वहाँ का clientele might get confused. So rather than 10 different types of hair spas, I provide like 4 hair spas, 5 hair spas.
Okay.
So I have shrink the menu size. Yeah.
So you customize it as per the location
Absolutely.
and your target audience.
Yeah.
And what do you prefer, a print menu or digital menu?
Menu is menu. You have to have both the options. We can't. A lot of customers are dependent on the print file as well. हर कस्टमर के पास मोबाइल एंड QR कोड नहीं होता है. वी हैव द कस्टमर ऑफ द एज 45 प्लस 50 प्लस, so they don't know how to use and adopt that. So we should always have an option of print as well as digital.
And do you also believe that all the services that you are providing should be seen on your social media? Because that's one way of telling people कि ये भी हम करते हैं.
Yeah. So social media is the best way to market your है ना targeted audience. So whatever you have it, you have to show it to the at the Instagram. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mukul.
Yeah.
Annalouise, I'm coming back to you. Earlier on, Mukul mentioned that what if your niche doesn't work like 2 years or 3 years down the line and you don't have a backup with any other services? So how do you, what are the parameters that you look for before withdrawing a service from the menu? How do you know it's not working or it's not doing well?
Well, I think the first thing, if something's not doing well, you actually need to educate yourself, because everything you should be bringing into your salon should have the results. It should have, the people want it, it's demanding. And if it starts to change, you should know that before it changes. Because for me, it's always been important to be like ahead of the game, not following the game. And if you're continuing to see what another salon does and copies them, you'll always be behind. So if you don't want to, if you want to go, okay, I'm going to go this avenue, educate yourself properly. Like really, really know about the treatments, know how they work. Like here, hydrofacial is huge, huge. In the UK, it's not like this big. And like everyone has just like decided hydrofacial, I'm going to do that treatment. And actually, does it suit the client's skin type? Is it what they need? And is it the best way of you getting results? So the clients keep coming back. So I would say if you don't niche down too much, have a speciality over it, but be very educated in it.
मैंने एनालुइस से पूछा कि अगर कोई सर्विस हमारे मेन्यू में काम नहीं कर रही है, कस्टमर्स को पसंद नहीं आ रही है, तो क्या पैरामीटर्स हैं ये डिसाइड करने के लिए कि अभी ये सर्विस हम प्रोवाइड नहीं करेंगे? तो उनका जवाब ये है कि एजुकेट योरसेल्फ. जो सर्विस आप प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो उसके बारे में थरो नॉलेज होना बहुत ज़रूरी है, ताकि आपको पता चले कि वो आपके क्लाइंट के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है, उनके स्किन के लिए या उनके हेयर के लिए सूटेबल है, और फिर आप एक इन्फॉर्म डिसीजन ले सकते हो कि इसे मेन्यू में रखना है या डिसकंटिन्यू करना है. एंड इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू स्टडी कि is this service giving you proper results? Thank you, Annalouise. Arpita, my first question was about whether we go niche with the services or we go full-fledged. Can we talk about the same thing with regards to staff? क्या स्टाफ के पास मल्टी टैलेंट होना ज़रूरी है, मल्टी स्पेशलिटी होना ज़रूरी है, या आप प्रेफर करेंगे कि स्किन स्पेशलिस्ट है तो उसे स्किन ही आना चाहिए, शी कांट वर्क ऑन हेयर, हेयर है तो उसे मेकअप नहीं आना चाहिए? लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ स्टाफ डू यू प्रेफर?
Well, I prefer a multi-skill, definitely. But in multi-skill also, like you can say this is your primary skill, which is your expertise, and then you have your secondary skill. Like in our academy, we have a lot of makeup artists, lot of makeup students, and they do their makeup courses, and after that they hardly get any job in salon because it's very seasonal.
Yeah.
So but they are interested in makeup and they want to learn more and more and go deep in makeup. So उस केस में हम उनको बोलते हैं makeup is your primary skill, but you also go for skin or hair or eyelash or nails as your secondary skill. It's easy to get a job, when it comes to job and career. But there are a lot of students who wants to open their own. In that case, they just stick to one particular skill and they don't want to master into. But multi-skill is always important. I'm also a multi-skill person.
Yes, you are.
myself.
Mukul, do you agree with her? And as a salon owner, क्या आप अपने staff को ये opportunity देंगे कि ठीक है आप facials अच्छा करते हो, but if you are also good at hair, you can cater to a hair client also?
See, salon mein, I think both are equivalently important. You
Yeah.
should have a mixed staff, like specialized staff, and also the multi-skilled staff. So I can relate it one of the example, like अगर Indian cricket team है, so you have 4 specialized batsmen, 4 bowlers. You still have someone like a all-rounder, और sometimes वो all-rounder ही आपको match जिता देते हैं.
Yeah.
So during your peak hours and very busy time, this multi-skilled staff will only help you to achieve the salon business. But at the same time, skilled staff का importance बहुत है, because customer can relate to that staff very well. No, he is a skilled one only to with that particular category. So he can cater that service very well to me.
Right. And do you agree with Annalouise when she says that the right time to withdraw a service is after analyzing the results, and you should educate yourself about every service that you offer?
Yes. Education is important. Each and every time आपको वो education provide करना ही होगा. And अगर कोई services हो नहीं रही है कोई salon में, there are a lot of multiple reasons कि why the services are not happening. That could be अगर आपने कोई भी एक सर्विसेज के बारे में मार्केटिंग किया है, यू हैव ट्राइड वेरी हार्ड कि ये सर्विसेज को प्रमोट करना चाहिए, बट फिर भी वो सर्विसेज प्रमोट अपने सैलून में होती नहीं है. उसका रीज़न ये हो सकता है कि आप गलत मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो. दैट मार्केट इज़ नॉट रेडी फॉर दैट काइंड ऑफ सर्विसेज. योर स्टाफ प्रोबेबली इज़ नॉट एज स्किल्ड इनफ टू गेट द सर्विसेज डन प्रॉपरली. कोई सर्विसेज के एक्सपेंसेस आर वेरी हाई. So koi expenses of doing any particular kind of services are like a product cost. You have your staff salaries and other salon expenses. अगर वो mathematics proper बैठ नहीं रहे हैं, तो फिर आपको वो services को भी delete करना चाहिए आपके मेनू से. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Annalouise, I'm coming back to you. Do you believe that a salon should have multi-speciality staff so that they can interchange and work on different services?
Yeah, like I'm multi-special. I started off, I did my whole qualification, but I've done like nails, massage, cruise ships, all that kind of stuff. And it also helped me have a passion. So for example, I would get into skin treat. It would keep me interested to be always changing. If I did the same thing over and over again, I get bored, I lose my passion. So it's really important, as long as they're getting educated, they're getting trained up, then they have a passion for it, then every single treatment they go, yeah, I want to do that, I want to do that. All staff will get burnt out if they do the same treatment. They should be doing multiple things.
Right. And it helps the salon also in the long run. राइट. सो Annalouise कह रही हैं कि स्टाफ को मल्टी फंक्शनल होना चाहिए, क्योंकि सेम सर्विस बार बार प्रोवाइड करके वो खुद भी बर्नआउट हो सकते हैं, तो उन्हें अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलनी चाहिए टू ट्राई डिफरेंट सर्विसेज, टू ट्राई गिविंग डिफरेंट सर्विसेज. और ये सैलून के भी फेवर में है, जैसे कि मुकुल ने भी कहा कि एमरजेंसीज में मल्टी फंक्शनल स्टाफ, मल्टी स्किल्ड स्टाफ बहुत काम आता है. अर्पिता, आई एम कमिंग टू यू. Since as a role in the role of a consultant, do you have salons come back to you asking for a revamp of their service menu?
Absolutely. And I think innovation is very important. And I think every person in our industry would agree on that. So there are clients who come back and add on some limited services in the seasonal time.
Yeah.
And there are clients who definitely comes within 6 to 8 months to add any kind of new brand or new product or new kind of innovative services we can do. So being a technical person also, I would, I keep trying designing different protocols and give them training and update them. And yes, I think same kind of menu, for a longer period of time going to be harmful for your business. And it's very important to introduce new services, whether it's a new product or a new kind of a different service in any field is very, very important.
So generally, what is the time span for the menu? You think it should be revamped after a year or so, or
See,
6 months?
Kanishka, that depends, कुछ कुछ हमारे हिस्टोरिकल सलॉन्स ऐसे भी हैं जिन्होंने हो सकता है 10 साल से मेन्यू चेंज ही नहीं करवाया एंड पीपल डजंट वांट टू सी एनी चेंजेस इट्स लाइक नो परिवर्तन दे वांट टू स्टिक व्हाट दे आर मास्टर इनटू सो वो भी एक मार्केट है एंड देयर आर एरियाज वेयर द क्लाइंट्स वांट टू एक्सपेरिमेंट न्यू सर्विसेज आई वुड से कि एक मेन्यू में कोई भी सर्विसेज पूरा का पूरा चेंजेस नहीं होते इट्स ऑलवेज एड ऑन So अपना 1.5-2 साल के बाद a client can do a complete change over a menu and minus some services which is not working and add some different one which is there in the market. Like अभी hydra facial का बहुत ज़्यादा people are adding into it in their menu. Salons are getting into a lot of cosmeceutical services and minusing the regular facials and the waxing from their menu. Otherwise, I think to talk about service or product 8 to 10 months में उनको कोई भी एक नया product line introduce करना चाहिए and it takes 3 to 4 months for a salon owner to catch hold of the clients and give that kind of expertise. So otherwise for complete changeover minimum 3 to 5 years I would say for now, because very rapidly we're getting new innovation every now and then in the industry.
So partially menu change karna or add-ons karna is the best option. I'm going to throw the floor open now for questions. If there are questions from the audience about service menu strategy. Anybody? No questions? Yes, ma'am.
Hello. I want to ask about the sustainability of the staff. That is the biggest problem these days. Should we do any agreements between staff and the owner or with our organization? Any agreement with staff? Is this helpful? Should we do it or not to sustain the staff?
So basically, I don't think any, to be very frank, any kind of contract will hold any employee to be with us. Or that is actually lawful bhi nahi hai. You can't make a contract and you can't ask anyone to be with us. What you can do, you can plan the growth graph. Is someone like a beautician who is coming towards you and आपने उनको appoint किया है, you show a path कि आप beautician से you will make her to an aesthetician. So this graph if you show in next 2 years or 1.5 years, आप उसको अगर transform कर दोगे and this is how your salary can increase, this is how you can earn your more incentives. I think that is the best way to retain your staff. Yeah.
You mean we shouldn't go for any agreements or not? We shouldn't impose on staff any agreements.
I don't think anyone will listen to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It might not work actually.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, speakers. It was an invigorating discussion, and I'm sure my audience is going to leave with some really good ideas. I would request you to step forward for a photo opportunity.